And those are the starting lineups, so kick back, get your popcorn ready. We'll be back in just a moment.
Anthony Towns.
Hola, and welcome to Noche Latina, an NBA celebration of Latin heritage. We're proud to bring it to you here at 2K Sports with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke. This is Brian Anderson. Joining us from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. And now the Washington Wizards starters. Sarr out there with George. Then it's Chris Middleton. Then it's Jordan Poole. And it's Champagnie at the 3 slot. And for the Knicks, we've got OG Anunoby. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Josh Hart. Then it's Mikal Bridges. And it's McBride in at the 1. You know, Doris, what you love about this time of year, some of these games have a playoff atmosphere.
It's been fascinating. The changes the league has made certainly has had an impact on how competitive these late season games are. Desperation starts to kick in. Every win is cause for celebration. Every loss hurts. It can't play any better than that.
Now here's McBride. The rebound by the Wizards. Last time they met in Washington.
If they want to beat these guys this time, they have to do better on the glass. That was their undoing.
Well, you have to believe the coaching staff made that a point of emphasis. Better aggressiveness, better intensity on the backboards.
Here's Hart. Pass to Bridges. There's the drive. Yep, count it.
Yeah, crafty move by Mikal Bridges off the pitch. Just gets into some space and makes the shot.
Poole with the ball. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Orlando. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's going to be on Karl Anthony Towns.
The officials were right on top of that one.
So many ups and downs in his career, Doris. You forget how young Jordan Poole is.
Well, think about opposite ends of the spectrum early on in his career. He goes down to the G League and then won a title all in a span of under 24 months. To me, he's still figuring out what works best for him, but the skill is undeniable.
And the basket by Bridges. Bridges has got his second basket on the night.
Oh, Mikal Bridges with the big-time strength on that finish.
Three-pointer is up. Middleton, he drops it from range.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Here's McBride. Anunoby on the wing. Back to McBride. Takes the 3. Offensive board. Towns. And Towns slams it home.
How about the creativity, the athleticism? That's a rare combination for a guy his size. Go to work, Cat.
Ooh, a great look there. Brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Pass to Sarr. Towns with a rebound. The Knicks have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Tom Thibodeau. A big topic of conversation, Chris Middleton. Coach said Middleton is an incredible shooter. He said we cannot let him get comfortable. Shoot it directly off passes. Our goal, run Chris off that 3-point line. Chris Middleton, hard to stop. Guys?
All right, Allie, thanks once again. The Wizards have gone 1 for 3 so far. It's Poole on the wing. McBride covers. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
Really good example of Jordan Poole using his skill to create the needed separation.
It's Bridges on the wing. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes play. Here's McBride. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Adding the stat sheet, getting the board, and the hoop all on one play.
Yep, he's earning his coach's appreciation. Now here's Poole. He's been a big scorer for this offense, averaging around 20 points a game. And a missed layup.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
McBride passes to Bridges. And Middleton with the block.
And even though Middleton doesn't pile up blocks, he has the length to disrupt shooters, and he did right there.
Knicks leading by 3. And if you're a longtime Washington Wizards fan, you have to be pining for the glory days, Doris.
And think how far back those glory days were, the 1970s. Back then they made 4 finals and won 1 championship. But since that WNBA, they haven't even made a conference finals. And yet again, they are in a rebuild. Incredible.
And he knocks down the first one. And some changes here for New York. Mitchell Robinson, he's checked in for Towns. Achua comes in for Hart. And Payne is subbed in for Bridges. So he gets them both.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
A shot by Johnson, no good.
You will have to finish harder than that if you want to convert in traffic.
Here's Achua. It's rebounded by George. The Wizards trail by 5. Outside Johnson. George against Achua.
2 minutes remaining.
George, right side. It's rebounded by New York. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Hornets.
It really just wasn't a fun game for them. Their offense looked stagnant, and they couldn't get anything going.
I thought they were outworked and outplayed in just about every phase of the game. Maybe that's one of those situations where you say, hey, let's move on.
These are his first free throws of the game. No good on the free throw. Well, Grant, one thing about this Knicks team, they have a clear identity.
Yeah, they have the mentality of their city, New York City, playing the game with passion and in-your-face attitude. And, of course, these Knicks leave it all out on the floor.
And the Knicks making a change here. Wright's checked in.
Uncharacteristic trip to the line for him. Just lost his feel on those shots.
Back to Middleton. Shot clock at 6. Stolen by Anunoby. And they're on the break. Jumps up. Achua with the dunk.
Well, this is one of OG Anunoby's calling cards. His disruptive nature on the defensive end turns into transition opportunities. That is beautiful.
Now here's Middleton. He had 9 points in his last time out. Outside Anunoby. And stolen by Middleton. Over Achua, and it's rejected.
That's a tremendous defensive read by Achua. Send it back.
And he gets the bucket.
That's just perfect execution. Nice job hustling, and as a result, he gets rewarded with the bucket.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
And the Wizards with possession here. After the basket by New York on the other end. Doris, you look at this Washington team. They hit the reset button.
BA, I am sure that's not an easy decision to make, but I believe it was the right move. Washington was kind of stuck at that play-in level. Now they have a clear focus and direction on the future. May take some time, but I like the plan.
Smart's checked in for Washington.
A proven champion. Middleton is someone any team would love to have. A great player and a great locker room presence as well.
Now here's Wright. No made baskets yet. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Right side Robinson. Achua for 3. Smart grabs a miss.
They're playing with a lot of energy tonight. We can see that in their dominance on the glass.
Marcus Smart dishing it well in that instance. We know he is a special defensive player, but how about that pass?
Payne, pass to Wright. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
And so it's the New York Knicks finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. They're communicating well and stringing together stops. Back to the game after this break. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Knicks?
The aggressiveness on defense has been infectious. Everyone's come to the party. I love it.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
All right, this is how the floor looks for the Wizards starting in the second. We've got Marcus Smart. Rashawn Holmes is out there with Sarr. And it's Champagnie at the 3, the small forward. Pass to Carrington. Shot from the wing. And he drops that one in. Carrington's gotten his first basket of the night.
Well, that's somebody who sees the whole floor and delivers it to the perfect wide-open shooter.
Here's McBride. Tipped.
What I like about Sarr as a shot blocker, he can do it anywhere on the floor.
Banked it in off the glass. New York leading by 4. Outside Hart. Driving in. The shot misses. Excellent D there from Holmes. And so Smart will bring it up for the Washington Wizards. They'll be hosting Toronto for their next one. And that's a one-game homestand for the club. Here's Champagnie. The rebound by Bridges for New York. They've got none of their first 3 shots to fall so far in the second. And Mikal Bridges, still one of the better wing defenders in the league, Grant.
Yeah, he's so great at pestering a shooter. Good lateral movement and wingspan makes him hard to get around. He might not be the best in the league, but he is well above average.
Now here's Holmes. No points so far. They get the rebound. And some solid defense from Towns. And for the Knicks, they're shooting at about 44% so far.
Josh Hart hammering it down. That's a message right there.
Knicks lead 20-14.
Wizards trail by 6. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Pass to Champagnie. This one for 3. And it's New York with a rebound. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
Unreal play to take on the contact and get it to go.
Brogdon's checked in for Washington. Johnson comes in for Smart. And the free throw, no good. Grant, when you talk about consistency and officiating game to game, you think there's room for improvement?
You know, I do think so. I mean, they're allowing more contact, but overall, more clarity on what constitutes legal guarding position would help players and officials.
Washington shooting their 5th and 6th free throw attempts tonight.
First team foul. Justin Champagnie at the line.
First one falls for him. Both shots good from the stripe. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's Wright. Rebounded by Johnson.
Listen, he's a confident player, but if you're going for that kind of finish, you better finish it.
Sarr passes to Brogdon. Johnson on the wing. Driving to the basket. Towns with a rebound. Towns has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's McBride. Right outside. Pass to Hart. The 3. Good. 3rd basket in 6 attempts.
Well, Josh Hart just making a really quick decision on the catch. It touches his hands and he lets it fly.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, guys, drawing charges is an art. The Warriors' Brandon Podziemski led the league last season, and he said, I'm not going to jump with anybody at the rim and block them. This is another form of rim protection. And Brian, while some have labeled them dangerous and called for charges to be taken out of the game, they remain a winning play.
Yeah, that's a good point, Allie. Thanks.
Adjustments are a part of every game and every quarter of a game. I think Coach sees something here.
Well, this is a chess match. Looking ahead a few moves and trying to execute toward that.
So for the Knicks, Achua comes in for McBride, and Payne is subbed in for Wright. George, he's checked in for Washington. Oh, Oh, and Johnson with a block. Out of bounds. Knicks ball as New York keeps possession. Jordan Poole, he's checked in for Johnson.
Jordan Poole.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to Hart. Clock at 6. Sarr pulls it in.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
And here's George. Throws it up high and out of bounds. The Knicks will take it. And let's look in on the teams at the top of the list in free throw shooting. These are the real stats, real scores from the real NBA. Number 5, the Knicks.
And this is a team that knocks down their free throws at an elite rate. Whoever they go up against should always try to avoid fouling them at all costs.
Now here's Payne. He's scoreless. Bridges outside. No good with a layup. Wizards trail by 7. Well, Doris, you covered him. Jordan Poole was electric in the 2022 NBA Finals.
Well, B.A., there's no doubt they do not win the title without Jordan Poole and the lift he gave them at various points in that finals run. This guy is electric on the offensive end when his game is working.
Here's Hart following the bucket by the Wizards. Here's Achua. Soft touch off the glass. Achua's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
My goodness, Precious Achua playing with force.
Now a timeout called by Washington. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing their last matchup with Orlando.
They hit a couple big shots, but overall, there was a lack of consistency. Just not their night at the offensive end.
You know what? There was a lot of standing around in that basketball game. Failing to move bodies and failing to move the basketball is a bad formula.
Chris Middleton's checked in for Champagny. Pass to Sarr. Middleton outside. Middleton. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Middleton's got 8.
Well, hard blue-collar work ethic on display. This guy just beating everyone to the ball.
Payne pass to Towns. To the left side wing. Here's Achua. Again, the Knicks. Good for 2 more.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
To the middle. Here's Middleton. And it's Middleton finishing it off.
What an aggressive slam by Middleton. Oh, my. I mean, I like when he uses his athleticism like this.
Payne. Here's Towns. Great start so far. 3 of 3 in this one.
Boy, the work ethic on the offensive glass just refuses to give up on that possession.
24.
Brogdon finds George. Here he goes. And it's New York with a rebound. Towns has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Brogdon against Hart. It's rebounded by Washington. George scanning the floor. Pass to Sarr. Here's Brogdon. And some nice defense there to end the quarter. And so it's the New York Knicks closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. The hustle they've shown on defense has been tremendous. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
All right, thanks. Tibbs, what'd you think about the way this team defended in the first half?
Well, not bad, but we have to sustain it for the entire game. They put a lot of pressure on you. We got to make sure we're containing their dribble penetration, and then we got to react on challenge shots.
The expectations are high for the second half. Thanks, Coach.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone right back after this break, ready for the second half.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and let's talk the first half. New York holding the upper hand after the first 2 quarters. They have a nice 7-point lead. And Shaq, what are your thoughts on New York?
They wouldn't be ahead without the numbers they've gotten from the bench, providing major contributions, especially at the offensive end. is taking a lot of pressure off the starters. What a luxury to have a second unit.
And Kenny, let's get your thoughts on the Wizards.
Ernie, that's a lackluster performance. Lackluster effort. I mean, they didn't look sharp running their sets. They weren't cutting. They weren't hustling. Shaq, if you played in this era, you'd average 50 because guys didn't want to give the effort.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. One guy who's been getting it done is Chris Middleton.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
Josh Hart is out there with OG Anunoby. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. Then there's Miles McBride. And it's Bridges in a 2-guard. That's the 5 for New York right now. George, no good. Knicks leading by 7. Pass to Anunoby. And that one is stuffed right through.
The vertical of OG Anunoby. Go ahead, sir. Finish with authority.
24.
And the Wizards shooting at 32% from the floor. Not good. Here's Sarr, covered by Towns. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. With a step back. Shots good by Hart. And now an 11-point Knick lead.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Sarr passes to Middleton. Out to the right wing. Wide open. And Sarr with the basket. On the assist by Middleton.
If that jumper could become a consistent option for Sarr, he's going to be a dangerous player in this league. And since the halftime break, their offense has just been on another level.
I got to believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession.
And it's Washington with the ball. After the basket by New York. Poole, the pass to George. Towns with a rebound. Towns has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Offensively, Karl Anthony Towns is one of the most well-rounded big men in the league, Grant.
Yeah, maybe in league history, B.A. He's an elite three-point shooter, post scorer, and his passing is severely underrated.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Here's Champagnie. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Champagnie's got 6.
Plays like that, so easy for him.
And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for New York. Looking ahead, they've got the Mavericks coming to town for their next one. And that'll put them halfway through a 3-game homestand.
And that's their first miss after hitting 4 in a row to start the half.
Now here's Poole. Pass to Middleton. The Knicks with the rebound. Now here's McBride. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
Well, Josh Hart, the very definition of unselfish. How about keeping his eyes up and finding his teammate?
Now a timeout called by Washington.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
And the question they're going to have to answer to me is it a problem with the scheme or is it a problem with matchups?
And the Knicks making a change here. Robinson's checked in. Here's Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Ooh, bouncy. That should give him a nice lift.
Good timing. They needed that one.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play can spark his groove.
And Doris, you talk about the bounciest big men in the association. Mitchell Robinson's on the short list.
Come on now, this guy is a game changer as a lob threat and rim protector. He's grown up so much in terms of avoiding foul trouble, and he's putting in the work on the offensive end. Mitchell Robinson is a big-time player. I think, obviously, the shot-blocking skills are the first thing you think of when you think of Mitchell Robinson. But this guy is showing signs of improving on the offensive end as well.
And technology, always a conversation, Doris. So talk to us about wearable sensors and where that is between the league and players union.
Yeah, you know, obviously there are some privacy concerns because what these wearables give you are devices to measure how healthy a player is. What should his exertion level be based on all kinds of health information? Rest and heart rate variability. What was the quality of sleep? Quality of sleep is a huge issue in the NBA with all the late flights and tip times, et cetera, cross-country travel. When you're investing millions into your players, you're trying to take the best care you can of them, and some of that goes to the information you can glean from these wearables. I love them.
Now here's Anunoby, a go-to option for this team. He puts up nearly 17 a game. Back to Hart. Pass to Bridges. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Wow, Miguel showing off a bit of verticality on that finish.
We've got 1:55 left in the third quarter. Here's Carrington. Driving inside, and he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
It's just a great screen.
And they got a high-powered finish out of it.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
The Wizards trail by 11. Here's Smart. Ooh, nice. Smart slipping inside.
I'll tell you, you have to appreciate the confidence of Marcus Smart. At point-blank range, he is an efficient scorer.
McBride passes to Anunoby. It's hauled in by Carrington. The Wizards shooting about 40% so far in the third. The kick out to Johnson. On target from range. Johnson's got 7 points here in the quarter.
Well, that's a case where your teammates are showing trust in you, and he comes through with flying colors.
Oh, and Johnson with a block. Here's Carrington. Anunoby covering. The shot's good by Carrington.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
It's Hart on the wing. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
Well, there's a toughness to Josh Hart. You don't mess with him from a contact perspective. He will absorb it.
This is his first opportunity at the line this evening. He misses the free throw for the Knicks. Achua's checked in for Anunoby, and Payne is subbed in for McBride. And a change for the Wizards. Brogdon's checked in, and he's good on the second.
Guys, when you talk about Josh Hart, he is putting himself in the conversation for one of the best rebounding guards we've ever seen.
Holmes passes to Smart. Back to Holmes. And he banks in the layup.
And both teams playing with a little more urgency in this half.
They are getting after it hard. It has become a real battle out there.
Here's Payne. Robinson can't hit.
Yeah, we're not used to seeing him get bottled up like that. Wow.
Unable to get that one. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. It's the Knicks leading by 3. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter when we return. And we take a listen in now to Tom Thibodeau on a recent huddle.
Settle down, okay? Score, stop, score. That's what we have to do right here. Now we're spread out. Now the ball's going anywhere. We got to get control of the ball again.
Coach Thibodeau trying to get control of this game.
They're keeping things simple during timeouts. One possession at a time.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Fourth quarter on the court for the Wizards. Malcolm Brogdon out there with Jordan Poole. Then it's Chris Middleton. Then there's George. And it's Sarr in at the 5 down low. Brad, you talk about NBA length. Alex Sarr has it in spades.
So many young bigs we're seeing these days. He combines that length with some guard skills as well. And that's a very intriguing package.
Now here's Brogdon. Pass to Middleton. Six to shoot. It's Poole on the wing, defended by Payne. Poole shot is off. The Knicks with the lead. Here's Hart. That one's good, and it's Towns with the assist.
Well, what a run here offensively by Josh Hart. This guy just keeping the pressure on with his ability to put the ball in the basket.
Now here's Poole. Here's Sarr. And good. Off the lead pass that time.
In crunch time, trying to get the foul, the bucket, or both.
Payne pass to Hart. Fires it. The shot by Payne, no good. And here's Middleton. He'll bring it up for the Washington Wizards. And a moment to check out who New York has coming up. On Tuesday, they'll go up against Klay Thompson and the Dallas Mavericks. Then on Wednesday, they'll be playing against James Harden and the Los Angeles Clippers.
In that game against Portland, anything can happen in the NBA, but they'll be a heavy favorite, and it would take a total meltdown for them to lose.
Anunoby, he's checked in for New York. McBride comes in for Payne. And a change for the Wizards. Johnson, he's checked in for Malcolm Brogdon. They've done a great job of moving the ball tonight.
Yeah, B.A. Keeping everybody involved keeps everyone engaged.
Here's Bridges. It's good. And the Knicks lead by 2.
Yeah, nimble play by Bridges inside, navigating the contact and getting to his finish.
Johnson against Bridges. Pass to Sarr to take the lead. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Towns has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Chalk up 2 there.
Now this is where Achua wants to operate. Nice close bucket.
Knicks lead 52.
Poole outside. George outside. It's rebounded by New York. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. McBride passes to Achua. 2 points. That one goes. And now a 6-point New York lead.
His efficiency has been a big factor in helping them capture this lead.
They double him with Achua. Anunoby against Middleton. Pass to George. Just 5 on the clock. It's Poole on the wing. Here's Sarr. Over Towns. Shot's good by Sarr.
Yeah, this is exactly what you want to see from Sarr. Owning the glass and then finishing the play.
Now Towns. Sarr pulls it in. Sarr's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Poole, the pass to Johnson. George outside. Poole left side. The 3 is up. Look at Poole showing the range.
Oh, they needed that one, and Jordan Poole steps up in a big way.
Here's McBride. It's rebounded by Washington. Sarr's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
Trying to close out. You got to know who's hot and who's not. And he's easily led the way on the boards tonight.
He's competed for every missed shot. Feels like he's quicker to the basketball than anyone else out there.
Stolen by Middleton. Poole outside to take the lead. And that comes off the assist by Middleton. Poole's got 6 here in the quarter.
Now, Jordan Poole is no stranger to hunting his own shot, and he's ready on the catch opportunity there.
Now a timeout called by New York.
Things just aren't going their way. He clearly wants to talk it over.
Well, night in and night out, sometimes it's a battle of runs. Who has the most?
All right, time now to present our New Balance Player of the Game, Chris Middleton.
Can you say vintage? Wow, this was a vintage performance. I mean, so much of the game is about the 3-ball today, but his focus was going hard into the paint and doing damage from inside.
Josh Hart's checked in for Achua. And a change for the Wizards. Champagne's checked in. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey guys, over the last break I listened to Tom Thibodeau address the team. Coach had a clear message for his team. He said, quote, let's finish the job out there. It's ours for the taking if we can just get it done. So it sounds like he's hoping they can close out this game strong, guys.
Allie, thank you. Here's Hart. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
What you see is continued improvement in his ability to create for others. Great to see OG Anunoby make the open read.
Wizards trail by 3. Poole outside. A minute 31 left in the fourth quarter here. Misses from close range. Anunoby passes to Hart. Back to Anunoby. To the paint. Tipped. Here's McBride. And it's good. 2 points. And now it's a 5-point New York lead.
When you use it right, the pump fake's as effective a move as there is.
Poole with the ball. And McBride picks him up defensively. The 11-footer. The Wizards with another miss.
Boy, against so little defensive pressure, you have to convert that.
Towns goes back up. And it's good on the layup. And the Knicks lead by 7.
That's the confidence in Towns. This guy, regardless of situation, believes that shot is going in.
Timeout called. The Wizards. They're losing by 7. 51 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 51 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Sarr passes to Champagnie. The Wizards with another miss.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Another shot. Up top, Anunoby. Outside Hart. Shot clock at 6. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
First team foul. Josh Hart at the line.
He drops the first one, and that stretches their lead to 8. He's off on the free throw, unable to get the second one to drop. And it's Wizards ball. It's Poole on the wing. And he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron.
Oh, that is a big-time delivery from Jordan Poole. We see you, young sir.
First personal foul. Second team foul. Mikal Bridges at the line. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so both free throws good, and it's an 8-point ball game for them.
This guy is such a high-effort player. Mikal Bridges does everything he can to make sure he's the hardest-working guy out there.
Timeout called. The Wizards. They're down by 8. 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Too little, too late. Making a change won't save them now.
Well, I think he might just want to remind these guys, hey, let's finish the game the right way.
Here's Payne. Anunoby for 3. And he cans that one.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
Well, for all intents and purposes, says this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
And so New York takes this one by a big margin. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave him a little extra edge.
Yeah, they really fed off the energy. You saw their activity level go up. Just a tremendous performance.
Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
All right, I'm with Carl Anthony Towns. Carl, congratulations on the victory. What was key in getting the win here tonight?
We played like we wanted it more. You know, we came out here and we just did a lot of great defensive stops. It wasn't offensive. It was more defensively. We did a great job. We got those 50-50 balls, put us in a nice position.
We could see and feel that desperation. Congrats on the win.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Allie LaForce, Doris Burke, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson alongside our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for watching. We'll see you next time.